gonna be great.
Hello, here at the airport.
They're pretty good.
I'm sure.
We're great.
Parents leaving
Are you
today?
sure? We just know how to keep our
Nice
mouths
stuff.
shut when parents come home.
That's it. We clean up the day before to get home.
You had those parties you could think of, you know.
Yeah.
Big shot, Jen. Good shot, Mary Beth.
Hi.
There they are, the cute couple.
Yeah.
Back up.
Where would it be? Should look
Look this
up
way.
where they know it is, whether they have to look.
Here at the airport. It's August 22nd.
I can't see
And I
you.
think it's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Today's my year and 1 month anniversary.
Joseph, it's still on.
There it is. That's their plane.
That they're going on. Nice big plane. A little lower to the ground, but so what?
Looks like it can fly. I think this one has wings.
Every plane has wings, Joe.
There's a little truck.
Yeah. Nice little tiny truck. Those are the things that they walk in and
There it is.
plane.
Delta. We love to fly and it shows. Kind of like this.
Hey, listen, this way we could sell some coffee. That's right, that's right. There we are in Salt Lake City on the way to Anchorage.
I see those big mountains in back of you.
You're my first souvenir.
First.
Anyway, stay tuned.
Got us, Joe?
Yes.
They just celebrated their 25th wedding anniversary.
All right, do something. All right, wave.
It's like a gorgeous spot.
We have to come back.
Our first stop.
Recommendations of the Grecos. That's right.
We'll do this again.
Congratulations, 25 years, huh?
Thanks.
Oh, when was it? When is it?
July 6th.
We're leaving Salt Lake City. Below you see the lake. In the background you see Seminole Land. Just like home.
But
Any farming land?
Anyway,
Farming.
farming. There is very minimal farming up here in the Matanuska Valley, which is a little bit northeast of Anchorage, and some Delta Junction, which is a little further south. People ask me if they're going to see any wildlife, and I have to tell them it's up to the wildlife. They want to be seen because there's no real way of telling number of blocks until they give them some drugs and calmed it down.
I got other people. Yeah, she's gonna take the picture. Joe.
Hi, welcome to Alaska. Are you taking it?
yes.
I can't believe we're here. This is it, Alaska.
You look like you're cold.
In the middle of nowhere.
Right.
My husband, I said to him, well, you won't need your winter jacket. And he's, usually I can tolerate it, but he can't tolerate it at
Like 3 hours sleep.
3 hours sleep you going on?
Did you have, what table do you have?
24.
We've been on the boat now since Sunday. Today's Tuesday. We're approaching, coming into Skagway.
Sitka.
Sitka. This This is our closest sighting of land. It's a little overcast in certain spots, but definitely blue in others. Joe was lucky enough to see a whale this morning. I missed it. We're amazed to see all these fishing boats out.
57 degrees out here.
Relaxing on the deck.
That's so
Can you
nice
believe
about
we're here in Alaska?
I can't believe.
Fishing. Fishing for salmon, halibut. Kind of rocky out there. Oh, this is a nice picture. Have more See the fishing boat? Can you bring that in on focus? Whatever. Are you taking
Okay, why don't you sit here? You don't go too far.
All right.
Okay, thank you so much. No, she didn't.
Here we are in Siscon.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, I guess a lot of it.
Where's the button? Turn
For what?
it off.
Yes. In fact, you'll see some nets extended out in the bay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know if I got anything, but okay, let's go.
Okay.
We're here at Sitka National Historical Park. We just came from the stream where we saw some of the salmon spawning. It was a very exciting experience. We just saw the carvings of the totems. It was really awesome.
20th of August 1993.
We're sailing through Lynn Canal.
Supposed to be 65, but it doesn't feel like it. I can use my gloves and hat. But we'll be in Skagway shortly.
What canal is this?
Lynn. L-Y-N-N. Lynn Canal.
Yep.
This magnificent waterfall coming out of this mountain, pouring down and carving out a stretch of board. Magnificent. Kids, you would love this cruise.
I would like to see how they form all this.
As we're going into the Lynn Canal, we looked over to our left and saw the beautiful glacial cap on top of that mountain.
Down that way.
They have a later line to the big one.
Flowing from the top area all the way down towards
And then this
canal was each one has been breathtaking.
This is Skagway.
You start really big and see the extra removed.
Hi, turn around. Say hello.
Skagway.
Yeah. Nice. Say hello, totem pole. Hello, everybody. And it's not windy, you know, it just looks like it is. Right. Not chilly. That's perfect. Oh, I looked at the left.
The railroad cost $10 million and took 2 years to build. Klondike Highway took 16 years, cost $11 million. during the harsh winter weather. Once again, the border is at the summit of the White Pass, but this is the U.S. Customs ship. Captain William Moore, founder of Skagway, had envisioned the railroad over the pass in his first survey.
highlight it's a blue. The iris.
Oh, I saw that last night. Did you put it on there
Yeah,
last
it's
night?
making the face in the out of watermelon.
Isn't that a...
The two faces were made out of mashed potatoes and gelatin.
Yeah, but they said that. How do they keep the apple? Well, they probably dip it in lemon, maybe. The apple from...
Our stuff in the kitchen, it's altogether it's about 50 people.
5 minutes, you could go, I think. You could go.
Cooks, chefs, everything. Pastries. This one. This kind of carving is going to make a flower out of skin of the grapefruit, peel of grapefruit. This one you
Of
can
course,
do as well.
I bet. With the background, sure.
It's just peel the grapefruit around.
Or a totem? Totem pole? You know, the ones that...
And it's much better if you take a peel of, out of a red tomato. It looks much better. This one looks terrible. Oh, this one as well is nice. This one is easy. Out of cantaloupe, you can make 2 flowers.
Now we're using a cantaloupe. From that we're making a flower. Looks like one of those water lilies, you know? Doesn't it?
Yes, looks like a water lily.
Oh, that's beautiful. By Joe.
Placing the eyes on it. There it is.
Wow. And the flowers. And the bird. That's the rooster. Marilyn, here we see the various types of flowers. Oh, you know what's in there? This is the swan. Well, the eye. Yeah. Yeah, yes.
Well, if you wait a minute.
Welcome to Ketchikan. We've just unloaded from the tender and we're sitting in the bus as we head on the Totem White Rainforest Tour. This is Ketchikan.
This is yellow cedar bark. This is the red cedar bark. But a long time ago, they used to not use nothing but the red cedar because they used it for carrying food and drinking water and stuff like that. The yellow cedar has a lot of resin, and you could taste it in the fruit.
So they all use the red cedar.
But the yellow cedar is easier to use to do baskets.
What do you
Day and Ellen, I think we did it about the third day. It's the same thing.
We display their plan, their crest, and they also reflect the special event that happened within that house. The family living in this home were of eagle, frog, and beaver descent. The eagle is at the top of the pole. In his hands, he's holding a depiction of a bentwood box. Below the box is the beaver. He's known to be a beaver by his large insight. The beaver's forepaws is a chewing stick. At the bottom, there are two human figures. The humans can be distinguished from the animals by the placement of their ears. Because they're human, their ears are carved at the sides of their head. Or if you look back at the
No poisonous spiders, not even a single mosquito. No, all of our mosquitoes have mates in very large families. No single mosquito. Anyway, storytelling pole. Just about every tour, somebody always asks if I'm a native, so I'll let you know right now, I'm not. I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska, okay? It's not that funny. It's a nice place to be from, but I mean, you don't have to laugh about it. It's my home, you know. Where are you? Yeah, actually,
Totem bite.
No, not poisonous hemlock. No. Don't know why you'd want to eat it, but no, it's not poisonous. Socrates, Shakespeare wrote about it, but different. You have everybody?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well I'd like to show you here, right behind the jungle, because this part of the forest floor stays relatively dry because these trees have the roots up high and they do a very efficient job of collecting a lot of that rainwater. Notice where I stand. I'd like to stop here just for a quick moment to point out the primary colors that you see on the totem poles. The black, the red, and the blue-green. Now, the black would come from charcoal out of a fire pit. The reddish color would come from red iron oxide. The blue-green color would come from copper oxide. Now what's going to happen if you take some charcoal out of a fire pit, brush it on a piece of wood on an island that gets 187 inches of rain a year? It's going to wash right off, exactly. These people had to find some kind of a binder for that pigment, and what they discovered was that by chewing up and spitting out salmon house that the Haida, essentially the Tlingits, would live in the winter time, a house like this would hold 30, 50, possibly 70 clan members. Okay, that means you and your family and your aunts and uncles and in-laws and grandparents and aunts, cousins, everybody would live in here. Then if the tribe had a couple hundred people in the tribe, they would just simply build clan houses like this next door to each other on a nice sloping beach like the one we're on here at Totem Bite Park. I saw some of you touching the wood when you walked in, looking at the texture of the wood. All of the totem poles, this building, the floors, the ceiling, everything, was all done with a hand adze. An adze is a primitive hand tool, sort of like a hatchet or an axe, but sort of like a farmer's hoe. And then the blade comes back to the worker, and then he works backwards, chipping away as he goes along. And so that's how all the texture is made. The building is all made out of western red cedar, except for the two support beams, which are Sitka spruce. Now, I told you how many people would live in here. On average, we'll say 30 to 50. It'd be rare to get 70 people inside of a small house like this. Carving and painting on the other side of it. I'll meet you on the other side. You can exit through either doorway. Rubbing it together out in the rain. Trying to get a very large piece of wood started on fire. It wouldn't be real easy. So that wouldn't happen a whole lot. Okay? Actually, I think they'd be cussing so much that everybody inside would hear them. I can't get this darn piece of wood lit. Anyway, the front of the building here represents the Raven. The building was built by the Raven clan of the Haida tribe. Now I'm going to help you see the raven if you're not familiar with Northwest Coast art. On each side of the totem pole you see the raven's eyes, and then this red banana shape that goes across the building. That's the beak of the raven. So you're looking straight on at his head. Now in each eye, you see that there's a face that's been carved and painted. Remember what I just told you about the face? The strength and power? This simply tells us that the ravens have good eyesight, or that the raven clan is like all watchful. Okay? Now the totem pole that goes up the middle of the building here tells us a story of the creation of light. Now for this story, I have a couple things that you need to remember. First of all, back a long, long time ago, all the world was in darkness. That box up there had all the light in the whole universe stored in it, and the raven was a bird that could turn himself into other forms. Okay, so keep that stuff in mind. Now up on top of the totem pole you see the raven, and he's sitting on that bentwood box, like I said, with all the light in the universe stored inside of it. Now that box and that light was owned by Chief Nazat Monte. We call him Chief Naz for short. He's the second guy from the bottom down here, the guy with the beak.
Oh, nice.
Now the raven wanted the chief to share his light with the world. The chief didn't want to. This was his most valued possession. Every day the raven would go to the chief and ask him to share his light. Every day the chief would say no. He'd say, "I'm sorry, Mr. Raven, but this is my light. It's my most valued possession. I don't want to share it." Well, one day the raven saw the chief's daughter down by the stream. You see this figure in the bottom? That's the chief's daughter. You see this thing in her lower lip? That's called a labrette. A labrette is a piece of jewelry made out of wood that pierces the lower lip. Now if you see that on a totem pole when you're walking around Ketchikan today, if you see that on a totem pole, we're told she's really beautiful. Does it look to you? What do you gentlemen think? Think she's really beautiful? Hey, she knows how to use eyeshadow though, doesn't she? Anyway, so the raven saw the chief's daughter this one day. She's drinking water down by the stream, and the raven got himself an idea. He flew upstream, and he turned himself into a little tiny hemlock needle. Remember the hemlock needles I showed you out there in the woods? He turned himself into one of those. As a hemlock needle, she floated downstream right into her drinking cup. And she drank the water with the hemlock needle in it. Guess what happened to her?
You died.
No. She got pregnant. It's just like those darn watermelon seeds down in the lower 48. Same thing happens up here in Alaska sometimes. Now, sometimes I warn some of the ladies on board these cruise ships to be careful of, I know there's great buffet tables and stuff. Just be careful you don't get a hemlock needle. It happens on these ships sometimes. Anyways, where are we at? Before I get myself in trouble. Where are we at? She got pregnant. And 9 months later, she gave birth to a little baby boy. The raven has now turned himself into a baby, okay? This was the chief's very first grandson. He was really proud of his first grandson. He loved to spoil this kid. Anytime that the baby would cry and point at something, the baby is crying and crying, and he kept pointing at this bentwood box with all the light in it. Well, the chief didn't want to give him that box. He'd give him other things to play with, hoping to pacify his grandson. Nothing that the chief would give him would make him stop crying. And his baby kept pointing at this box. Well, the chief didn't want to listen to the screaming kid anymore, so he decided to give him the box. He didn't think much harm would come out of that. Well, the chief turned around just for a moment. As soon as he did so, that raven, baby, turned himself back into a bird, grabbed that bentwood box, started flying around the inside of the clan house. The chief, he'd realized he'd been tricked. He ran over to the doorway. Remember, there was only one doorway back then. He ran over to the doorway and trapped the bird inside. The raven had to make his escape. He decided to make his escape up through the smoke hole. He got up into the smoke hole, but he got stuck. And while he was trying to gain his freedom, he accidentally dropped that bentwood box. It fell to the floor of the clan house and busted into many, many pieces. Well, so did the light that was stored inside. Now, the largest piece of light, largest chunk of light, floated right up off the floor of the clan house, up through the smoke hole, into the sky, and became the sun that's in the sky today. That we never get to see, but I've read about it in books. inside the house?
Yeah, outside.
Okay, you got the daughter on the bottom, and then two calves.
Tell him his right eye and here.
Oh, okay, I know. That I'm going to, it's the same as what's on the second figure up here. It's the blowhole of the whale.
Oh.
Now I just gave away the question I was going to ask, so I won't ask it. So up on top of this totem pole, it's kind of a funny shape up there. What that is the dorsally extended killer whale.
Kitch can, now we're going down Creek Street. Take the beautiful flower pots off the plant, off the poles.
What are you looking at?
Salmon.
The salmon down there?
Come upstream. Right
Corn or rock creek on Nickel Mountain.
There's Wally. Wally.
Going up the cable car to the hotel at the top, you can see all of Kitchen below. This cable car costs $1 to go up. That's Creek Street below us.
Another thing with height.
Here's Joe.
Another test.
Yeah, this is a bit of
I'll sit.
Here's the cable car returning down, that's what we were on. Joe won't believe that he actually did this. Hey look kids, we could have been in there, that's what we came up in. It's run just like an elevator. That's the elevator for this hotel. Really neat place. Construction taking place right next to the totems. This is on the back side of that hotel that we were just in. Kitchikan is an island.
Someplace to
Beautiful
stay.
flowers. This is the part of the hotel.
Put this on macro. It says macro. Who the heck touched that?
Here comes another one. Okay, forget that one. Forget that one. Look over here.
What did I get?
Joseph, how would you like to be on that?
Is that one where you speak into it and you narrate it? Isn't that exciting? That's exciting. Have you done it before?
Huh?
Have you done it before?
Yes, we have. We have a camera at home that we use.
And you've had it processed.
You're very lucky. We have very good weather.
Mary? This is the bridge. Mary?
Just took your tour?
Just took a tour of the bridge. This is the radar.
It's so unsafe. Very unsafe. Oh, have you been?
I went down there.
And also for
Why don't you steer the ship?
Okay.
There are snow.
Okay.
The area, but I don't think that
Which way you want to go, right or
Don't
left?
get us lost. Don't turn.
Don't turn? No, we'll go back to Anchorage.
Okay.
Over and over.
Are you okay?
Yeah, let's go back to Anchorage. Show us the beautiful scenery, Joe.
Oh, look at it. Take a shot out there. It's gorgeous. Breathtaking.
Here's our navigator. Okay, Joe, where are you?
Where am I? Over here. I'm looking at...
Oh, I found Marilyn's. She's looking for eagles or whales.
Whales. I'm looking for whales.
You're looking for whales, Marilyn. Did you see anything?
No, but I see a ship straight ahead.
Okay, come out with Joe. He's acting like the captain. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah. Let's go this
All right.
direction over here.
Okay.
Land ho.
Land ho. You picked the part that's too high for me. I can't shoot over that. Go stand over there at least. I didn't.
Joe, you do. You're...
Well, they say they
I see him. I know where he is. Where is it? Two of them. I saw him, but I was not doing anything.
It'll be going back.
Look towards the right of this window. We're far away if that's we're passing the street. Towards the right. Did you see it?
No, I just came.
Yeah, two of them. That'd be where I'm sitting. Because we're going forward, yeah. Oh, there he is. There he is. Come, quick. Yeah. Put your pepper, yeah. Look up. That's Look down towards it. You can see the back of it. See it? It's right in that line. See it?
In that line there with the pictures? Where the line is now?
I thought so. Over there. See them? They're in the water. See? There, look, 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 look. Look. Oh my goodness, there's a whole bunch of them here. Look right here too, there's a whole squad here. Look, see them? Right there. There's a whole slew right here too. See them go? Right in there, look, there's a fin there. See the fin?
Yes.
And then right behind it, there's a whole slew there. And then there's more back in there. See them? They're all kind of dancing away. Oh, this is neat. And I don't have my binoculars when I see them. Do you see them, Joe?
I see it, but I don't have a camera on it.
There has to be a slew of them.
There it is. It's got the other one. Is that it there?
Yep, there's over there, and there's over here. To the right side of that boat, there's some, and there's some back there. There, see it? It just came
Right
up.
side of the boat?
See it? It just came up.
By the boat?
To the, about 3 o'clock of the boat. See that one back there? It just came up?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is really neat. Wow, there's a whole, there has to be a lot of them because I see a lot of the dorsal fins. Look, there's a whole bit. Look, 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 straight over here. Isn't that them over there? Or is he dragging a net? You see?
You under that boat?
Behind the boat. What is that? Could you tell?
I think it's just...
Morning, this is our last day. We just docked in Vancouver. It's 7:30 in the morning, and we're just ready now to head on our way to the airport in Seattle. Bye.
color?
You gotta do it. You're right.
Oh, it says black.
You're right. Let's do all that.
They really are leaking, so just to save the information.
Do all that.